Welcome to UPSC channel. From today onwards, I am going to start some very important topics of various issues with respect to IAS Mains exam. So stay focused. Daily at least two issues I am going to discuss, minimum 2 issues. So stay focused. This issue regarding what? Economics sections of UPSC. In UPSC, that they generally focused on current issues, that whatever happened in 1 years, 2 years, 1.5 years max, right? So things today I'm going to discuss one of the important topics, that nothing but important issues keeps on running in news, right? Last year what happened, that if you remember, that Cyrus Mistry got removed from this Tata Group company, right? So what is that? What topic you can relate with respect to that issues happen? Trends in CSR spending. CSR stands for Corporate Social Responsibility. CSR stands for Corporate Social Responsibility. That what thing happened here? Suppose I am talking about one city, Bangalore, right? Bangalore. Initially, that was not so much developed. But what thing happened there? That when it comes handed over to corporate sector, that nothing but IT sector, that he has started taking care of all Bangalore city. Bangalore is so much neat and clean. So who is maintaining their expenses of Bangalore? Who is maintaining that highly qualified, highly technical places, that Silicon Valley of Bangalore, right? You can see neat and clean city. Who is maintaining? IT sector is maintaining. From whatever money he is getting, that whatever money IT sectors are getting, that there is compulsory for all IT companies, that minimum at least that according to that Company Act, they are forcibly minimum 10% of this fund, whatever profit they are getting, they need to spend for what? Welfare, that welfare of society, right? So that nothing but corporate social responsibility. Around 8,345 crores as a part of Indian corporate world. 8,345 crores as a part of Indian corporate world. That's given in 2015-2016 database, right? And 6,526 crores spent in previous years. That nothing but 2014 to 2015 database, right? So what thing happened there? From 6,526 crore database spent in previous years 2014-15, suddenly 28% jump took place in 2015-16 database, 8,345 crore as a part of Indian corporate world, right? So what are some favorite sectors where CSR can spend? That nothing but corporate social responsibility take place. Favorite sectors of those CSR, that nothing but health sector, education sector. These are two favorite sectors. How they collaborate? That nothing but Prime Minister as a part of that word, central government. Prime Minister as a part of central government, right? And state government also. Both of them collaborates and they release some NRF, National Relief Fund. NRF, National Relief Fund, along with other funds also. And who gets benefited from that? That nothing but central plus state government. They biggest gainer of this word, National Relief Fund, as well as other funds utilized. And next what thing happens? Now I am going to discuss about compliance rate. That nothing but if compliance rate increases, so unspent amount also increases. If more and more fund is generated, but the thing is that in the government budget you can classify central budget as well as state budget, right? So thing is that if compliance rate is more and unspent amount is more. So according to Government of India, they tells that whatever unspent amount is there, that must be kept in reserve category and that must be utilized. But the thing is that unspent amount increases, that goes to company sectors, right? Service sectors and there, right? But it's responsibility of companies to utilize that unspent amount also, right? So the thing is that company does what? Companies does not spend on, so no spend on social obligation. Companies fails to do that, right? Companies that nothing but they do not spend on social obligations according to their responsibility. They did not spend as prescribed on CSR, corporate social responsibility, right? And then we get that nothing but what? 28% growth against 41%, 28% growth, 41% growth, that nothing but seen by PSU stands for public sector unit, right? But companies that nothing but they are not earning driving change, only passive contribution to PM. So obviously that if simply database you are showing to the government that I have done that much development passively on the account basis, but the thing is that in real that on the database, only database is not enough, right? Virtually it's not enough, right? It must exist in what? It must be shown on the what? Active basis, that you must show that nothing but you have done something for country, you have done something for India, you have done something for welfare of India, right? So the welfare of the nations, that nothing but it's company responsibility to take care of those things, that nothing but I have done what? Corporate social responsibility, I have taken corporate social responsibility. So CSR came into picture. According to CSR, that nothing but from section 135 of Company Act 2013, company social responsibility, that nothing but from section 135 of Company Act 2013, it is mandatory for any company to share at least 2% of profit for social cause, at least 2% of profit of social cause. 2% means it's not like that only 2% they are supposed to share for what? Social cause, right? They can share more also. They can share that 50%, 60%, 70% of their profit. It depends upon that company. But the thing, minimum 2% they need to so invest for social cause, right? So I think that this is very, very important to know, right? This is first one. Going to the second show. Second issue, Nobel Prize in Economics. Nobel Prize in Economics, that nothing but this we need to understand. Who got Nobel Prize in Economics, right? Name Oliver Hart from Harvard University. Oliver Hart from Harvard University and Bengt Holmstrom from MIT. Bengt Holmstrom from MIT, right? They wrote their thesis of doing PhD or getting Nobel Prize, right? Some thesis they need to write, right? They need to give extraordinary ideas about their research. Only then they can be part of Nobel Prize in Economics, right? So contracts, that nothing but I am going to discuss about them. Thesis of that, what thesis they got, that nothing but contracts and human behavior of business, right? Contracts and human behavior of business. What does it mean? That nothing but what is that? Contracts and human behaviors of business. If you will go to that nothing but what you will think about that financial crisis took places in 2008, right? So what happened that time, that we were not having that much money to overall monitor the world economic, right? So according to that time, what thing happened, that what scientists and every economist starts what doing research with respect to that what with respect to contracts and human behavior of business, right? you know that in business sector that most of that nothing but money, finance is involved, right? So think that if you will manage, if you will do manage correctly, so what's going to happen if management will be right? So first of all, you need to do some algorithm, you need to draw some flowcharts, you need to draw some designs, you need to do some design defines our incentives in various situations. In design defines our incentives in various situations. So what's going to happen, that what are those designs, that in what sectors contracts can be possible, that nothing but contracts can be divided into two parts, right? Our contracts can be what, it can be incomplete contract or complete contract, right? Contracts been completed or contracts are incomplete due to some reasons, whatever reasons might be, that we need to discuss later. So that the contracts can be formal or informal, right? Formal or informal, that formal or informal that takes place with respect to that nothing but it can be what, law, or so you can apply for informal or formal contract for that word law or social norms, right? So here I am going to discuss about that complete or incomplete contracts that nothing but take into accounts on all possibilities that lay in future, that takes into accounts all possibilities that lay in future, that nothing but we need to discuss about that contributions, what they contribute, right? So that they got Nobel Prize, right? It's very important, right? So these I discussed about regarding contracts, and now I am going to discuss about contribution, that comprehensive framework for diverse analysis of issues, that nothing but comprehensive framework for diverse analysis of issues in contractual design. So in contractual design, what thing happens, what he did, what he contributed, they did some performance based pay, right? So they have given some information with respect to that performance based pay system, and even they deduced that nothing but deductible and co-pays in what, insurance, that nothing but co-pays in insurance, and even that they discussed regarding privatizations of public sector activities. They discussed privatizations of public sector activities, right? These contributions were very, very helpful in 2008 crisis. 2008 financial crisis took place, right? Due to that only, that in IT sectors and all that job crisis started happening from 2008. So it was very, very helpful in 2008 financial crisis, that nothing but in 2008 financial crisis, what happened, they blamed to short risk, paying huge cash bonus to investment bank, So if you will finally, if anybody will ask you that what was themes of moral hazards here, what was basic themes, that risk bearer does not share cost of failures, right? So you should know about significance. What is significance of this Nobel Prize now? That nothing but what, in this you can say, influence government to constitutional law, right? This must influence the governance to constitutional law, right? Because we can consider this Nobel persons, right, who Oliver Hart and Ben Holmstrom, that nothing but you can consider these Nobel persons who got those Nobel Prize. That significance, that what are those significant, that these ideas must be considered by what, government, right? Even on the constitutional behalf also you can do some amendment, right? So policy design, they discussed about bankruptcy legislations, right? Even their significance can be seen in what, PDS system, that's what, public distribution system, and design telecom, right? So we can say telecom assertion, that's what, these are the things that these are the two issues. First I already discussed, and second one, this word with respect to independent directors that this is what trends in corporate social responsibility that I discussed, right? And third issue that I am going to discuss with respect to this word term. Independent director on company boards, right? Independent directors on company boards. In news it was there, what? Independent director on company board, that nothing but Cyrus Mistry got removed from Tata Group, right? Even Satyam scandal took place, right? If you remember, you can recall those facts, right? So who was that? Those persons, they were non-executive director. So they possess relevant expertise and experience. They were having possess relevant expertise and experience. They shouldn't have conflict of interest. These persons shouldn't have conflict of interest, right? So what are the key responsibility of independent directors? Key responsibility of independent director, that nothing but throughout the year at least one time meeting of all members should take place at higher level, right? Companies run on sound principle of corporate governance. Company must run on the sound principle of corporate governance that must be fulfilled in favor of company as well as society, as well as what central government, state government, that growth, central as well as state growth also, and safeguard interest of stakeholders, right? So it's responsibility of independent director, that independent director should nothing but safeguard interest of all stakeholders, and this must balance interest of stakeholders, right? So think that these are the key responsibility of independent directors on company boards, right? They prevent mismanagement of company. In order to prevent that mismanagement of company, whose responsibility is, right? It's not solely independent director, right? Independent director cannot be solely responsible for in order to prevent mismanagement of company. Whole company's employee responsibility, right? Independent director suffers from this problem. They are unable to prevent mismanagement, right? Because it's so broad, it's so that nothing but we can say this thing you can say that it's just like network, right? Any company network, you can have lots of employees. You cannot independent director cannot meet all employee individual, right? It's waste of time. So that's why they are incapable of preventing large scale fraud taking place in the company. Due to lack of time, they cannot visit all aspects of the company, right? Independent directors suffer from inadequate knowledge and skills also. They depend on management team. If management team is doing fraud, means independent director will not be noticed that in our company what's going place, right? So but the thing is that if any fraud and all fraud takes place, directly we blame to independent director have also, right? So that took place in case of that Satyam scandal case, and even that Cyrus Mistry. There might be something, they might be responsible somewhat also, but the thing that they are not solely responsible. If some scam is taking place, means it's responsibility of whole employee of the company member, right? In order to bring that company's level top level management system. So top level management system, that independent director on company boards is not solely responsible. Everybody should unite in order to do the growth of company. So ID and companies bill take place. IDs and company independent director and companies bill came into picture in 2013 Act. In 2013 Act, the ID does not exist. Independent director was not there, but they were having relationship with company. In 2016 Act, what happened? That independent director was having monetary relationship, right? And 10% of total income with the company must be shared to the profit of here to the what social causes, right? And there are some changes in law strikes at the root of independence of directors, right? So these are things that time. And now I am stopping, and please stay tuned. Daily minimum 2 maximum 3 issues that I will bring, right? Whatever important for UPSC. And for getting more videos, please like, subscribe, comment, right? And truly guys, I want more subscribers, right? Because in order to that, nothing but bring the evolutions of this worldwide spread of this education through online. So please like, comment and subscribe EduSpread channels, and I will keep uploading more and more videos, and that will be truly more informative. Please stay tuned and get more videos. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Have a great day.